And what's up, guys? It's Noah here from the Digi Bros. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing off my Tribrigade Fallen of Albaz deck with the new release of the Fallen of Albaz, or Albaz Structure deck. Bunch of decks have a bunch of like really cool support, including Tribrigade. So I'm just gonna showcase off my deck profile. In my testing, it's been like really good, really strong, and I've enjoyed it quite a lot. This is going to be a pure build. This isn't going to be a bird up version. So yeah, so we're just going to hop right into it. So we just got our standard Tribrigades. We got our Fractal. All the Tribrigades have the same effects on field, where you can mention any number of Beast Warrior, Winged Beast monsters from your graveyard, or summon a Beast Warrior, Winged Beast Link monster from your deck, whose link rating is equal to the number of ones you banish from your graveyard. And they all got additional effects. Where Fractal, you can summon from your hand the graveyard to send another Tribrigade monster from your deck to the graveyard. So he is really good at, you know, starting your combos, being able to put a bunch of like stuff in your graveyard. So you got the triple Fractal, and then you got triple Kit as well. Kit was one that in the past some people bumped down to 2, but now with the new introductions of the Tribrigade Mercurier, which is the new Tribrigade outside of the Fallen Albaz Structure deck, it gives us another target to send to the graveyard. For effect, is whenever she's sent to the graveyard, you can send another Tribrigade from your deck to the grave. Usually we're sending the Nerval here, but with the introduction of the Mercurier, we have more stuff that we want to send to the graveyard. So Kit is essential at 3, especially for more of a pure build. So then we got the triple Nerval, the aforementioned. Nerval, whenever he's sent to the graveyard, he lets you search your deck for a Tribrigade monster and add it to your hand. Usually he's the best one to send off the kit, but like some plays, like if you sent him earlier on and then you later dump the kit, and before you didn't really have like a great target to send to the graveyard off it, so you probably just dump like a Karis or another Fractal, you know, something you could get for future turns. But now you can send the Mercurier, like I said. Then we got 2 of the Karis. Karis is just a extender. You can special him by sending a Beast Warrior, Beast, or Winged Beast from your deck to the graveyard, and he's got the same effect that all the others have. But yeah, once again, he's not like the best one. You have to have others in hand for him to be live, but he's still really good. And then we also have the 1 copy of the Mercurier. Mercurier is just it's not like any of the other Tribrigades. If it's in your hand and you control a fusion monster that has Fallen Albaz in its name, which these are going to be your targets, it's going to be an effect veiler, where you can send it from your hand to the graveyard to negate a monster's effect. Then if he's banished, you can add a Fallen of Albaz or a monster that specifically lists Fallen Albaz from your deck to your hand. And so that's where we get into this next part. We are playing 1 copy of each Albion and Fallen of Albaz, because Albion in deck, whereas effect is his name is treated as Fallen when on the field and graveyard, but he also mentions Fallen Albaz in his text. So we need Fallen Albaz for our fusion plays, and we also have the Albion. Or if he's in our hand, we can send either Fallen or a Brandisbar Trap from our deck to the graveyard to put him on the bottom of the deck, draw a card, or someone from our hand to the graveyard to special summon him. We're just going to put him on the bottom of the deck to draw a card, because we need to dump the branded trap card, which is going to be the branded sword, so that way we continue our plays, and I can show off some of the combos from there. After being Fallen, you need him for the branded fusion as well. So next we got triple copies of the Rescue Cat. It's just a really good starter card. Maybe if you like start off with the Fractal and then like ash it, then you can follow it up with the Rescue Cat. This 1 card is like full combo. Card is super good. Yeah, it just gets your plays going. So we're in triple Rescue Cat. So that's gonna be it for our monsters. Well, our like Tribrigade monsters and our Fallen stuff. But everything else is just gonna be hand traps. So like always, you play the hand traps you prefer. So I got the triple Veiler, triple Gamma, 1 Driver, triple Ogres, and the 1 Deity Crow. All of these, and plus the Mercurier, is going to be our hand trap lineup. Monster wise, I do play some other going second cards, but we will get to them. But that's going to wrap up our monster count. Following that, we do have ourselves. We do have the new Branded Fusion. It lets us fusion summon a Branded Fusion monster using monsters from our hand, field, or deck as fusion material, but one of them has to be the Fallen of Albaz. But you can't special summon monsters from the extra turn you do that, so that's why you go for the Anaconda to send this to copy the effect. Yeah, so we do have the Branded Fusion. Next, we do have the Fire Formation Tinky, being able to search out that Fractal, and Fractal being able to get our plays going. Foolish Barrel, same thing. You can like Foolish the Kit, and then Kit can send either the Nerval to go get you the Fractal, or it can get you like any plays from there. So basically, we're just for the deck, both the Tinky and the Foolish Barrel. Some more just going second cards. We do have triple the Forbidden Chalice. I don't own Droplets. Droplets is like $100, so we do play the 3 copies of the Forbidden Chalice. And for the last spell, we are playing just the 1 copy of Called by the Grave. You definitely could play Crossout Designator because we do play a ton of hand traps. So yeah, this is just being good. So if you're going, can like make sure Risk Cat plays go through, or any of your others, you know, like your Fractal stuff like that. So our last hand trap is going to be the triple Infinite Impermanence. More going second cards. It's also good going first, so that we can set it and being able to stop your opponent's stuff during their first turn. So, and then we got 2 copies of the Tribrigade Revolt. It's soul charged in trap form. It summons out Shurig to banish your opponent's monsters. Yeah, it's searchable. It's super strong card. And the last, I guess kind of like breaking the deck, is going to be the Braided Sword. You send it off the effect of the Albion. There we go, the Albion to the grave, because you can banish it from the graveyard to add a monster to that list. Fallen Albaz from your bench to your hand, so you'll be able to add the Mercury back as just a searchable like hand trap. So on top of all your other plays, this helps you search into a searchable hand trap, like mentioned previously. So that's going to wrap up our main deck. Going on to the extra deck, we do have the brand new Mirror Jade. Mirror Jade is absolutely disgusting card. Every deck's gonna be trying to like play this card, and it's once per turn. The player's turn quickly, you can send a fusion that lets Fallen Albaz from your deck to the graveyard to banish card on the field, and then during the end phase, after this fusion summon card was sent to the graveyard, and it's a Rikeki. And so that's super hard to play around, because during the end phase, if it happened immediately after, you know, like absolute 0 for the elemental heroes, that's easier to play around. But during the end phase, because it's really hard to set up your own board, because he's just gonna come and nuke the field from there. So we do have 1 Mirror Jade, and then we got 1 free grand. This is usually going to be our target that we send off of the Mirror Jade, because this effect is during the end phase. If it was sent to the graveyard, you can either add or special summon a Tribrigade from your deck, and like I said, we're playing Tribrigade, so it's just more resources from there. Then we're also playing 1 Albion. There's some cool plays you can do, like if you do get like stopped early on in your combo, you're not able to like make any of your lane monsters, but you do open the fusion. You can go in him, and then you could do some other cool plays from there, like making the Mirror Jade. So moving on to the link monsters, we do have 2 copies of the Shurig. I don't know, sometimes the third one does come up, but like the first one you use like in the combo, and then you'll be able to search usually the Didi Crow, or as a searchable hand trap off his effect, or any of your like other extenders. Or, like if you have normal summon, you can go get you something you can normal, or if you need like some extenders like Karis, you can go get that. Or you can also search your Mercurier as well. Then whenever you summon, or another beast or when you be summoned, you can measure around the field. So it's really good with the Revolt during your opponent's turn, just being able to mention another one on top of the Mirror Jade, having a bench your opponent's turn. And up next we do have Rugal, 1 copy of. It's just a link 3 that you can make off the Tribrigades. It's nothing great. I got 1 copy of Appaloosa. Appaloosa is just cracked, being able to set up a multiple negate board, followed up by Revolt and the Mirror Jade. Really strong. And for generic removal, we do have the Nightmare Unicorn as our link 3, being able to IP into it. Hello. Yeah, just being able to IP into it during your opponent's turn is always super strong. So Next, for some more of our Tribrigade links, we do have the Baron, being able to search the Revolt, and within the combo is super good because you can go into the Verde Anaconda, send Fusion, fuse with this, bring out Mirror Jade, and then being able to search the Revolt off of its effect to the graveyard. 2 copies of Farigit. Farigit is just like our best generic one, being able to special one out of the hand. It's really good to be able to link climb super high. And so something to mention with both Farigit and the Baron, both their effects whenever they send the graveyard, she lets you draw a card and put one from your deck to the bottom of the deck, or from your hand to the bottom deck. And same with Baron, after you do search a Tribrigade Spar Trap, which we're only searching the Revolt, you can put a card from your hand to the bottom of the deck. So it's really good. We do have those new cards like the Fusion, the Fallen, and all this stuff. So even if you do draw them, it's not terrible because you can just bomb deck them with the effects of this. Probably going to be the Farigit because you're going to link her off way before you get into the Baron. So that way you can get those pieces back into your deck. So even though they are breaks, they're not that bad because you can still put them back in your deck. We do got 1 copy of the Double Dragon Lords, just more interruption just to bounce in your opponent's turn. Hermetic Spheres for this deck essentially. IP, just being able to have more stuff in your opponent's turn, being able to go into the Unicorn. Following that up, we do have the Verde Anaconda. The card's getting banned soon, so we're just trying to play it while we have it. And last card is going to be the Stellan Great Almirage. And so that's going to wrap up both our extra deck and our main deck. Alright guys, so this portion I am just going to showcase off combo. So you just it's going to be Rescue Cat combo. The other cards in your hand aren't relevant at all toward the Rescue Cat combo. You just need something else to like discard later to play, so like I said, the rest of it doesn't really matter. So we're going to start with the Rescue Cat. We're going to use this effect, send it off to special summon both a Kit and a Karis. And then we're then going to be able to link the 2 of these off into a Farigit. Alright, and then we're going to trigger the effect of Kit to be able to dump the Nerval. Then Nerval can go search us for another Tribrigade monster. I'm just going to go and search a Fractal here. It's the only one we don't currently have within circulation. So then we're going to use the effect of the Farigit to special summon the Fractal. We're going to use Fractal's effect because we do have the 4 targets in graveyard to banish to summon out a Shrig. Not activating Shrig effect. Here we are just going to link the 2 of these away into the Baron. Then we're going to get the effect of the Shrig to search, and then here we're going to search the new Mercurier. Alright, now we can use the effect of the Baron. We can discard 2 cards from our hand to special one of our banished ones. So Kit's go in and bring it back here. Really any of the 1/2 effects you hadn't used already at the time. We've only used the effects of the Fractal. So we're going to discard the 2 of these, and then we're going to use the Kit effect to banish these 2 to be able to summon the Double Dragon Lords here. Then we can get the effect of the Mercurier whenever it's banished to be able to add the Albion Protector in. Then we can use Albion's effect in hand. We can send a Branded Spar Trap from our deck to the graveyard, so we're going to send the Branded Sword to put him on the bottom of the deck to draw a card. So the card we draw honestly doesn't matter. It's just being able to get this into the graveyard, because then we could banish it to being able to add the Mercurier back to our hand. Then we can link away the Farigit and the Kit into the Verde Anaconda. Then we're going to use the effect of Verde Anaconda to be able to send the Branded Fusion from our deck to the graveyard to copy its effect. So then we're going to be able to send the Fallen of Albaz, and then we are also going to send the Baron we have to be able to summon out the Mirror Jade. Which really you can summon Mirror Jade in defense. Trying to play around droplets as much as we can. Not droplets, but yeah. Lightning Storm, and then that's going to trigger the Baron to be able to search out the Revolt. Then you can put a card to the bottom. So having Rescue Cat and like 1 card to discard, I can just keep this one and put the unknown one back. So like I said, these other cards don't really matter, but the combo, just the Rescue Cat and like a singular card to discard, off the effect of the Rescue Cat, you do net yourself a double Dragon Lords. You do get the Mirror Jade, and you get both the Revolt and the Mercurier. Mercurier is just going to be essentially an effect Veiler, because we do control the Mirror Jade. So Mirror Jade's a disruption, double Dragon Lord's disruption, Mercurier and the Revolt are all going to be disruptions on your opponent's turn. So we can send the off Mirror Jade, we can see the Tribrigade to the graveyard. We can send the Tribrigade to the graveyard to trigger his effect. So during the phase we can search and special another one. We do have the Revolt set, so that way we can bring out another Shrig during our opponent's turn to banish something else. Then we're going to get all of our searches and sends, because we're going to get search off the Nerval, and we do have the kit and the graveyard, so we can send something else off the kit as well. So essentially we got 2 banishes, a bounce, we got the searchable hand trap as well. So it's going to be effect negation, 2 banishes, a bounce, and then we're also going to get a search off the Nerval, and then a search or a special off the Tribrigade as well. So that's just a cool 1.5 card combos, because you do need the Rescue Cat and another card in your hand to discard later off the Rescue Cat effect. So yeah, so there are a ton of really cool combos that you can do with inside the Tribrigade deck with the new Fallen Albaz stuff. Really cool deck. Really excited to keep playing more of it. So yeah, once again, I am Noah from the Digi Bros, and I'll catch you guys later.